Hi, we are doing the second lesson, that is place. This is how he wanted to lay for this, so I'm just gonna let him kind of chill out until we do place. We haven't done place yet, so we'll see how he does. So place has a couple more rules to it than any other commands. So the first one is it has to be some sort of a boundary. Yeah, are you stretching? Very good. Some sort of a boundary. So right now I'm sitting on a place cot, so it doesn't have to be above the ground, it just has to be something that is definable than the ground that he is laying on. So it just has to be a definable object. So it could be a chair, it could be his dog bed, it could be the scale at the vet hospital, it could be really anything that is just definable from the ground that he is currently standing on. The other thing is a sense of urgency. So when he gets off of the place object, you want to say place, 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 place. So if you can see my fingers, I am pressing the place button or pressing the S button while saying place at the same time. What are you digging? No. Sit. Just being a sense of urgency that he needs to get back onto the place object as soon as possible. And so I'll try to show you guys what I mean by that. Hi. So the other things is just how we're going to perform putting him onto the place object. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have him in a sit first. Don't eat stuff. Okay. No. I am going to have him in a sit first, and then I'm going to have him parallel. That is a rock. Thank you. I'm going to have him in a sit first, and then I am going in a parallel way. So I'm going to show you how it's placed, because it's very, it's manipulated, so then I can put him onto the place object. And then I'm going to walk through the place object, and one thing about places doesn't have to necessarily, he doesn't have to sit, he doesn't have to lay down. It could be really anything as long as he stays on the place object. So he can do whatever, but as long as he just stays there. And then so I use my right hand, and I have the e-collar in my right hand, and I guide with my right hand to be on the place cot. And so he is on there. So I'll show you how we do it. Like I said, we haven't tried it before, so we'll see how it goes. So like I said, I'm gonna have him in a sit. Sit. Good. So I'm going to be between him and the place object, so then he doesn't get confused that do I mean to go this way? Does he need to go this way? I want him to go here, and this is what I was talking about, having it vertically, so he has more room to get onto it, so it's easier for him to get on. Okay, so making sure that the place objects, at least in the beginning, sit, no, sit, 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 good, that are vertically. And then so what I'm going to do is, so I say his name, I say place, sit, good. I say place, and then he's going to be going on it, and then that sense of urgency might need to be kicked in. Go. Sit. Sit. There's people. Sit. Mikey, place. Sit. So that's my normal thing, is just to say sit. He doesn't have to, but place. Try it again. Come on, we'll try it one more time. Place. Good. Good boy. Good place. Reiterate the command, making sure that he understands that this is what I want from him. Good place. And if he follows me, yep, place, 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 place. So when I do the place, 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 I don't want to stim him too high because I don't want to freak out his nervous system, basically. So I'm gonna be a little bit lower than what he normally feels it at. So it's just more of a poke than more of a, hey, get back on there. Place, place, place. Good. Sit. Good place. Good place. Good boy. And with all the distractions going on, that is just making his training a lot better. Me increasing the distance is making his training a little bit better. That's what we're going to be working on, and that's what's going to end up being on the final videos and what he's going to be end up being able to do. Good place. Break! Break! Good boy! Yeah, that's a good boy. That's a good boy. That's a loud truck. Alright, ready? So have him sit first. Sit. So notice how I'm somewhat close to the place object. I'm not going to try to make it as far away as possible, at least in the beginning, just so it's a lot easier for him. Remember, I want him to be set up for success and not feel like I'm constantly bashing him with the e-collar and making sure that he does it correctly. I'm slowly adding my way. So it is important to know that when there are distractions or when I'm increasing the distance, I really want to reiterate what he's currently doing is the good thing. So when that truck came by, I said good sit because I want him to know that what he was doing at that moment, despite all the noise and the loud and everything going on, that's what I wanted him to do. Mikey, please. Good boy. Good. That's a good boy. Place. Place. So one thing about all the commands essentially is if they get out of the command, no affection after correction. Because if you think about it, what's the incentive of doing well if you're just going to keep praising him for doing it over and over again? Break! Break! Good boy! And then that's when you can praise. Good boy. I know. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. Want to do overtime? Let's go. Come on. Nope. Sit. Good. Mikey, please. So if he doesn't comply, increase the collar, please. Increase, please. So he's being stubborn. Good. So when I said good, that was telling him that is the motion I want him to have. So as soon as he goes forward, whether it's getting onto the place object or it's going to the side, as long as he moved forward, I was happy about that, and then he got on. Break! Break! Come here! Break! Yay! That's a good boy! Good boy. So he did really well. It's a lot of mental work as well, especially learning something new and figuring out what I want him to do. Come here. Come. Got it all singled now, dude. So figuring out what I want, it's just a lot of mental work. So we're gonna keep at it, and come on, we're over here. And if you have any questions about what I did or how I did it, just please let me know.